everybody. Welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host for this segment, Lady D. So I hope you've all had an amazing week ahead. So I'm back in Sydney from last week. So what we got coming up, the astrology. This week, it is going to be a big week, especially for the 11th or 10th if you're in America. That's when we've got Pluto is going to move direct. It's going to move forward. Also we've got two planets changing signs as well this week. So you're probably going to feel a lot of shifts in energy too. So especially for America, you guys are probably going to feel more the Pluto than the rest of us because you're coming into your Pluto return. So Pluto's gone retrograde from your natal Pluto, where it was started when you guys started your country. And now it's going to go direct over your natal Pluto. So you guys might have a big week over there this week. That may activate something. I can see that we're doing some things going on from what I can see from what's happening over there in you guys. So we've also we've got Mars just squaring Pluto as well, especially coming up on the weekend here. So this can be just be careful of like tempers flying and people being argumentative with that. People sort of unexpectedly sort of shooting off as well. We've got a good opposition here with the Venus and Saturn coming up. We do have a try and I feel like this is going to be the positive thing for this week. We've got the try here with Mars and Saturn. So this is going to give us the strength to push us through any problems that come up this week. This Mars will give us a bit of strength. It will work as a positive with any problems that come up with us this week and help you to get through issues that come up, like road humps that come up for you, speed humps. On the 9th or 10th, we have a Venus moving into Virgo. So with that, it could be a thing about being a little bit picky with relationships or with finances, looking at more details of certain issues that are coming up ahead, wanting to, make the right decision and just being a bit more like nitpicky and wanting things to look a certain way with that energy that's coming in too. Plus, we've also got Mercury, which is moving into Libra. So this is going to might bring up some complex situations. So Libra is about they're very nice people. They don't like to argue. They like to sort of smooth things over, but they like to do things for others. So Mercury is how we communicate. It's how we think. So it might be we more might think about a collective, or we might again, especially we've got Mars still in Libra, not wanting to have that conflict, wanting to smooth things over with people, trying to make things a balance, maybe thinking about just certain justice aspects of things, like trying to look at justice. We've also got the Mercury. We've got here a square with Saturn and Uranus, so unexpected problems may come up this week from rise. With other things that I got coming up here, I got that it could be a bit frantic or hectic this week. Could be time to collect your thoughts and think things through carefully, especially with this Mercury going into Libra. I feel like here could be like sort of tensions, might heat up, or energy is like moving, like shifts, like energy shifts moving here, and energy is also building up because we are gearing up for that eclipse that is happening next week. There could be an aspect of not knowing which way to turn, being a bit indecisive here, and that would be with that Libra energy that's coming up here. People sort of keep changing their minds. Um, okay, and people might feel like they're a little bit scared to speak up with this Libra energy too, and with the aspects to Mars, people might feel like they can't sort of speak up. But it's also about knowing your truth as well. There could be an aspect of people not wanting to negotiate, people just wanting to stay in their lane, not negotiate, not wanting to change. But also people wanting to help others could be coming up. So it could be that, people are looking at helping other people too. And people wanting to be heard because they're not being heard. These things may be coming up, or about communication that's sort of coming up this week, and that people are trying to find a balance with things too that is coming up with the week ahead. So it is going to be it's going to be an interesting week. My guides are saying full on. So it could be like a full on or an interesting week ahead. I know for myself, it's going to be a busy week for myself too. It's coming up. Next week will be at the MBS Festival, and that's a big week in itself for me. So, um, let's see what else we've got coming up this week. So we've got here. Um, it could be just time where you're having to really, really collect your thoughts and really seeing, where things lie. Um, I feel like people are going to feel like they just don't know which way to turn. They're not really sure of things. People are sort of like saying their thoughts, and it's being opinionated. It's like here I am in Australia here. So the big thing in Australia at the moment is that we've got a referendum coming up to change a constitution, and you'll hear on our a lot of our ads on TV. It's to do with one-sided. So it's like this one side is very strong in their you see the ads, and you see different things up, and then you'll see sort of more people talk about on the other side, or with the other side of the fence, or more talk about it in groups, or you don't really see that being sort of advertised. So I can see that already see that this mixed balance where I'm steering where things are going to go this week, where it's sort of hyping up. So you can sort of see how that's coming in to play, especially how I can see here in Australia as well. This is a big thing for us too. So we've got our first caller. So we got here Joni, who's in in America here. Ira, sorry. So hi there, Joni. How can I help you today?
Yes, I was just wondering if there was any messages from my husband. He passed away like 3 months ago. I was just wondering if he had
Okay,
any messages for me or the boys.
let me see if I can bring him in. Can we please bring in Joni's husband, please? Um, he's very sorry that he's gone away, or he passed over. He just said, I'm sorry I had to go away. Um, but he's passed over. But he's there, and he's got I don't know if he was like romantic, because he's got like the candlelight, like he's lighting candles, like a dinner, like on a table, like a dinner table, too. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like he was a bit. Could he be like he was like kind but be a bit grumpy as well?
Say that one more
Like,
time.
could he be like kind but a bit grumpy? So maybe on the outside a bit grumpy, but on the inside very kind or good heart?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'm seeing him. Sometimes I see cartoon characters, so I'm seeing him like Beauty and the Beast, like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. So it was like, and he said he was grumpy, but I just felt like there was an aspect of kindness, like the inside of him was very kind, but just the grumpiness
For
on the
sure.
outside. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like he liked to talk in a particular way. There's something about he's telling me he likes to talk in a particular way, or the way that he would say certain sentences or say certain things. He just articulate it, very good at articulating things as well. But I feel like as well, um, like he don't want to be he don't want to hear certain things. It's like if you say something that you want to hear, but don't say that, don't say that. And he only wants to hear what he wants to hear, this man. Um,
Uh-huh.
but I just feel like he's very protective of you, and he's like, I feel like he'd be like the first one that would stand up to be at your side, or to protect you as well. I feel like that he's more worried about you than he was himself when he was here. It's like he's got your aid. Um, I just feel like very like, and I feel like he's not bad looking, or he's telling me he was quite handsome, or not bad looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too, with
Yeah.
him. Um,
Uh-huh.
he could be very cheeky, as well. He showed me that
Uh-huh.
he said that he could. I don't know if when he was well, if he was like very active, but he got a bit lazy. Because I see him at one point being like active, then he's saying to me he got a bit lazy. So I don't know whether or not
He did.
it was
Yeah.
like he. Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. We've got the messages here to pass on. He said he loves you, and he loves
Mhm.
the children, but he's also loving. So do you have a dog as well that would jump
Oh
up
my
on
goodness.
him?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's kind of. That's. We were trying to save our dog when he ended up having a heart attack. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay, because he's saying he loves you, and he loves his dog, and his dog just jumped up on him. Um, So the dog's still with us? The dog's still alive?
Yep, yep.
Because I feel the dog sees him. I feel this dog is like it sees him around the house. It sees him. I feel like your husband makes his presence being known around the house. Um, it's
Mhm,
like he wants to be known that he's there, and the dog sees him. I feel like the dog's barking in a corner or barking at like nothing's there, and he's barking. He's barking at your
mhm.
husband, as well. Um, and any other messages you want to say to her? um just he just wants to thank you for being you. He's like, you're his like rock, you're his life support. He couldn't do what he did here without you. So he's just thanking for you to be there. And also he wants to talk about his girl. Does he have a daughter? He's talking about his girl.
No, he doesn't. But he was real close with his best friend's little girl.
Oh, okay, that must be it. That's it. He's saying that's it. I'm gonna say that must be it, but he's saying that's it. So he wants to say hello to her. He's acknowledging her too. I feel like he wishes he had a little girl. He wishes he had um a daughter, like a legacy.
He did.
A
Oh
daughter.
yeah, you can tell.
Okay,
So
okay.
I just have a quick question. Does
But
he have any messages for the boys? Because I mean, they're struggling a little bit right now. You know, with they're 16 and 18, and you can just tell they're struggling a little bit about it. And I would just love to, I don't know, be able to say something to them or something. You know?
okay, so what was that? Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, my other phone just called. Um, Messages for the boys. Okay, he's bringing messages for the boys. He said he loves them too. They're very strong. He said that they're stronger than what they ever like thought that they would know. He's also
Mhm.
like he's like they're giving up. He wants them to keep trying. It's like I see them trying to put together blocks or trying to build something, but they're giving up. He's like they need to keep pushing through and keep trying. Like he's there trying to help them, but they need to.
Uh-huh.
He's like it's like he gave him a big lecture about resilience and about bouncing back. But he just wants them to push through and knowing that he's there. I feel like there's something that they have that is reminding them of him, because I feel like there's something that they have, like they hold in their hand. I feel like there's something that they have that's his, and it reminds them of him. It's like they need to keep this
Um,
object or this thing with them. I don't know
they
what that
got a
is, but
necklace with his ashes in it.
okay, that could be it. I just feel like there's an object they need to hold, and it reminds them. It's gonna give them a bit of strength and help them through this time. But I'll leave it there, and thank you for calling in today. So thank you everybody for calling in. So it is a big week ahead for me. I've got the MBS next week, which I'll be live doing the show for MBS next week. Tomorrow in Sydney, I'll be at the Parramatta Jail, the old Parramatta Jail. So it's not in use. It's an old jail. But if you want to contact me, you can to my website at Lady D Psychic Parties, and my Facebook page, Lady D Psychic Parties, as well as my Instagram and Facebook, Lady D Psychic, and my YouTube channel. So thank you again, and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.